Hello, ladies and gents, and welcome to TrippedUp's 5K subscriber special. It's a Q&A submitted by you guys in my Discord server. You guys have some questions for me to answer. And today, reading the questions is the official manager of the TrippedUp channel, Red Sapphire 28.
Hello.
Just so you're aware, she has never played Brawlhalla in her life. She has no clue what anything is about this game. This doesn't even have Steam downloaded. So if it comes to any Brawlhalla terms, she's going to completely butcher them. And that's the fun of all this. So, without further ado, let's get some basic questions on with. So, here we go.
Okay, so Alcachira asked, what is the meaning of your name?
Tripped Up does actually come from something. When I was little, I, one time fell down the stairs. When I was like 2 years old, and yeah, I tripped up. That's basically all it is. I mean, I was reaching for some sort of backstory to have in my name, because I really had never had any sort of backstory for any names that I had in the past. So I needed something, and I felt that was, I don't know, some sort of cool thing, and Tripped Up was available, so I was like, yeah, why not?
Okay, so Dobby submitted Taco Bell or Taco Bell.
Taco Bell or Taco Bell? That's a tough one. Probably, Taco Bell.
Why do you rate at the moment of any other person? I like to switch my mains right now. I play Sidera, I don't know, for the cannon, and Ezio, I don't know, for the sword, and what the heck is that? Volkva? I don't know, for the axe, and that was from Berg.
Okay, so first of all, Sidra, Ezio, and Volkov. Those are the three names that you just tried to pronounce.
Oh.
And what was the question itself?
Why do you main Miragic at the moment of any other person?
Oh, it's Mirage, not Mirage.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why did you spell it like that? That's kind of weird.
Because the word Mirage is an actual word. Why do I main Mirage? Well, actually, it's funny you say that because I don't really anymore. Very recently, I've switched to Wu Shang, just because I've been playing Mirage for about like 5 years now, and it was about time to start playing something else. However, she's still sort of my mascot type of thing, you know, that's still like my type of, you know, main character, or however you want to say it. And the reason why is pretty simple. And I've talked about this several times in my videos before. My favorite map in CSGO used to be Mirage. It's not anymore, but it was when I was first starting Brawlhalla, and I was like, whoa, no way, they got a character called Mirage? So I just had to play her, and that is literally the only reason I picked Mirage, and the rest is history.
Why is Luxlight just better than Tripped Up in every way possible? I think you already know who that's from, so.
Well, in a video that's coming out soon, that is not true. And you'll see why, but yes, I'm actually much better than this Lance main over here. Now, he tries to convince everyone that he's not a Lance man anymore, that he's actually switching, but I know the truth. I know that you are heavily addicted to Lance. Like, crack cocaine, for some people, is what Lance is to this man. So, yeah, no, you are not better than me. I am better than you. I'm famous. You are not. And yeah, that is why I am better, and you are not, Luxalai. That one's specifically to you. I might sound conceited saying that, but you just know it's the truth.
Other than Brawlhalla, what other content have you wanted to do, and have you ever had chicken and waffles by World?
Well, as far as other content that I wanted to do, I've actually had a lot of things. At one point, like, when I said I was quitting Brawlhalla, I wanted to do Minecraft, which, that's still very much on the table. I could definitely see myself branching out, because I will be branching out in the future. Brawlhalla is great and all, but it can only take you so far on YouTube, and, you know, I'm looking to try and gain, you know, more attention. And I think, you know, branching out will be the best way to do that. So, yeah, Minecraft's one of them. Doing retrospective videos like I did on Castle Crashers, that's another one. And just other, you know, one-off games that, you know, I play sometimes. I play quite a bit of CSGO. Like, when CS2 comes out, I'm definitely playing that, and making a video on it. I just recently started playing Diablo 4. That could be something I'll make a video on if I start getting good at it. And, yeah, I'll be branching out to different things, but yeah, Minecraft is probably the main thing that I was thinking about switching to during my time of, oh, I'm not playing Brawlhalla anymore. But, right back to it, just like every time anyone says they're quitting the game, they're right back to it. So, And have I ever had chicken and waffles? The answer is yes. I've had it twice. And it was actually pretty good. I liked it. Definitely a strange combination, but it somehow worked.
Glorkish_games has asked, do you plan on doing guides for more weapons and how to defend against them?
Yes, absolutely. I'm definitely going to be doing more guides in the future. In fact, within the next month or so, there'll be a Gaunt's guide, because like I said earlier, I'm starting to play Wushang in ranked over Mirage. So yeah, definitely learning more about the Gaunts and definitely getting confident enough to make a guide on it. So yeah, that'll be a guide in the future. But I can make a guide on most weapons. I'd say the only ones I can't really make a guide on would be like, I don't know, cannon, axe, and lance. That's pretty much it. I can do a guide for everything else. So, oh, and hammer too. I don't know how to play hammer at all. So those four, maybe in the future. But all the other weapons I haven't made a guide for yet are definitely on the table. And yeah, I'd love to make a guide for those. So Gauntlets 1 is coming next, but after that, I don't know, it could be anything really.
Wanted asks, will you ever make Minecraft content?
As I was just saying, I definitely am considering doing that in the future. Could take a little bit of time for me to start branching out significantly, but I definitely could see myself, by the end of this year, starting to pump out a little bit of Minecraft content. So we'll just have to see how that goes.
Is TrippedUp gay? That was from Midnight.
Shoot, how should I respond to this? Do I tell him the truth, or do I... No, I am not. That is my official and very true answer.
How do I start improving? I'm silver and I can't seem to climb because of some games. I get a potato enemy, but sometimes the enemy is a pro player who plays like 10 hours a day, and that was from Tank.
Well, Tank, it seems like you're struggling a bit based on your question, but... The question of how do I improve is very vague. I can't really answer that because you can improve in a lot of ways. However, there's definitely one way I can say you're guaranteed to improve, and that's by purchasing TrippedUp's coaching in the TrippedUp Discord server. Yes, for a very low price, you could get coaching all the way until you hit Diamond. So if you'd like that coaching, click the link down below to join my Discord server and purchase it today. And yeah, any other coaching is probably lame, so don't purchase anyone else's.
Should I save up money to buy a PC to make posting easier, or should I just keep posting with no commentary or any context? Also, should I try YouTube as a side thing or invest a lot of money and time?
Well, to answer your question, yes, absolutely. On the PC, you should, if you're actually serious about doing YouTube, then I would definitely say invest in a PC, because you will need commentary to make things interesting these days. I mean, if you were making YouTube videos back in the 2010s, when just like long-winded gameplay sessions from Markiplier would get millions of views, well, they still do nowadays, but you know what I mean, like that was the YouTube meta back then. You didn't really need commentary, you could just have like a walkthrough and it would do very well. Nowadays, that's not really how it is, because everything is about over-editing and stuff like that. So yes, if you are serious about doing YouTube or posting videos, then you definitely want to invest in a PC, or just in general, because PC is just way better than any console you could ever have. That's not biased, that's just objective truth. Also, should you do YouTube as a side thing? Yeah, I mean, if you really want to do it, I would say all for it. I mean, I started YouTube about 2 years ago, because it was June 21st or 22nd. I can't remember exactly which one was, but it was one of those days. So about a week ago, 2 years ago, I started posting my first YouTube video, and I didn't expect to do anything good. I saw that Scott Cawthon was having a lot of controversy, and back then I wanted to be a game developer. So I was like, well, this is a pretty bad situation for game developers, because they're being canceled over stupid things. So I made a video, not even thinking that I'd care about really like the video making process anymore, because like the kid in me that was like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber when I'm older, that had been long gone by this point. But of course, it had always been in the back of my mind that maybe if I could. But anyway, the point is, I had made it just as a fun little thing, not expecting it to go anywhere. But here I am today. Obviously, YouTube is my favorite things to do. So yeah, I would say if you're confident in yourself and you enjoy the video making process, absolutely do YouTube as a side thing, and it could be a main thing later on too. So yeah, you should go for it.
Rephrase asks, what's more annoying to fight, katais or lance?
I would actually say it's katars. As much as I complained about lance in my time and have considered making a diss track on it. I do find guitars to be more annoying just because it's a free neutral winner. All you have to do is do a nair and you'll probably get neutral every time. So yeah, it's just a really easy weapon and dominates way too easily. It's used so much in pro play. It's just overall a very annoying weapon. Lance, on the other hand, I will never back down in saying that it is a really good weapon. And I think that it definitely should receive some nerfs in its current state. And if you want any proof of that, you should watch Use play in LAN tournaments, because he goes crazy with that vector. But yeah, I mean, even though Lance is very annoying, I do find guitars to be more annoying in this current state just because it's so oppressive. But if I were to say, like, overall in my time of playing Brawlhalla, it's always been Lance, because screw Lance. And if you play Lance, I have some choice words for you that I'll refrain from saying here because I want this video to be monetized.
Okay, the next big questions are from Dr. Drew, and the first one is, what is TrippedUp's real name?
Ah, yes, my real name. I'm sure that's very important. Well, right now, I'm not going to be sharing that. However, I'm sure the day that I'm doxxed, you all will find out. How I will be doxxed, I'm not sure, but it happens to a lot of people in the Brawl community somehow, so, yeah. If that ever happens, then you'll know. But for now, my name is TrippedUp, and that's all you need to know.
What is TrippedUp's sexuality?
Oh shoot, how should I answer this? Do I tell him the truth this time? I mean, I already said no, so I should probably... The answer is no, and that is my official and real answer.
The next one is how old is TrippedUp?
I'm 18 years old, and I just graduated from high school not too long ago. So, yeah, I'm legal. I'm a legal eagle, as they say.
This one is from Sinful. It kind of made me a little confused, but it's okay. The question is, do you?
Huh?
Oh my goodness. You already asked me this like 3 times already. Do I? Well, yes.
Okay, this one is from Valid, and it says, can you do a backflip or a front flip?
I can do a front flip on a trampoline. I can't do a standing one, but I do have a trampoline. Backflip, no. I've always been too much of a wuss to do that. I've tried, trust me, I really have tried to learn how to do it, but I just can't commit to it, so I've just, I've accepted the fact that I can't do it, and I'll just, I'll wear that as a badge of honor. It's fine, I don't care, make fun of me if you like, but I'd rather not break my neck. Thank you very much.
Oh my gosh, I broke my spine from that. Fun story. Anyways,
Okay, random lore drop, thank you.
Lucio asked 2 questions, and the first question is, if you could replace grass with something else, what would it be?
That is a very interesting question. Dang, what would I replace grass with?
Dogs.
Well, this is my Q&A, alright? This is...
Okay, I'm giving you suggestions.
No, this is my Q&A. Don't take my answers, or you know, don't tell me what to say.
Okay.
That being said, my answer is dogs.
When eating a gummy bear, do you eat the head first or the legs first?
Always eat the head first. It's a painless death for them.
Okay, Neon God asked, when is the Lance diss track coming, and will I feature on it?
Well, if you got some good bars like me, then maybe you could feature on it, but you'll have to try out for that one. But as far as when it's coming out, soon. Very soon.
Okay, the next one is from Boogeds, and he asks, can you make a Geometry Dash video?
I actually already have made a Geometry Dash video. Now, it was a very, very long time ago, and my editing skills and just general YouTube skills have improved immensely since then. But it is very much there, and still a good video that I would recommend watching. But will I make Geometry Dash content in the future? Maybe. I don't know. That's more of a niche thing. I mean, I know I said I was planning on branching out, but I'd branch out into more things that are a little bit more popular, which I know Geometry Dash is kind of popular these days, but still, I don't know. We'll just have to see how that goes. By the way, if you guys don't know, Bookits here is one of the best Geometry Dash players I've ever met. He's completed some very insane ones. I recommend checking out his channel. He's got some crazy completions, so I'll put the link down there in the description. Please check him out, because, yeah, he's crazy at the game.
Yes! Yes! I did it!
The next are from Ari, and it asks, do you enjoy Brawlhalla?
No. And does anybody really?
Okay, the next one is, what is your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. It's always been blue, and actually my eyes are blue as well. That's a little bit of a bonus content question. I don't know if anyone asked that, probably not, but there you go.
Can we see your feet?
For $20.
This is from Big Brain, and it says, "Do you love me?"
No.
This one was from Hammer Noob, and it says, "What was the time when you raged so much that you rage quit the game?"
Oh, yes. Do I have a story about this one? Well, you see, I was once very, very upset at this video game called Brawlhalla. And, well, you see, there was a Thea that was just really ticking me off. In fact, there is footage of it on YouTube because that person happened to be a YouTuber. How ironic.
Dad, let's go! We got finally a good win. We finally got a good win. Let's go. We got it. We love it. We love it.
Meanwhile.
What proceeded to happen is there is now a giant hole in my door that I blew through with my fist. My Brawlhalla poster that I had bought a long time ago was then burned on the grill, and I also claimed to have quit the game and never come back, in which I proceeded to come back within like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay, this one was from Cietzi, and it says, "What legend rank do you want out of the game and why?"
If I were to pick one legend to leave the game, it wouldn't actually even be a legend. It would be a crossover. Macho Man. I never want to see a Macho Man ever again. Macho Man has been completely ruined by several people. The 3 people that have been my twos partners in the past, at one point, they were all Macho Man mains. Lugzalai, Midnights, and Rephrase. All 3 of them asked a question. All 3 of them are Lance mains. All 3 of them are Macho Man mains. Well, I guess maybe not anymore for one of them. But either way, at one point they were Macho Man mains, and they've completely ruined any sort of love I might have had for that character, because I hate it. So, technically I guess it would be Olgrim, but truly, it'd be Macho Man. That's, yeah.
DT Scrooge asks, "How long have you been playing for?"
I've been playing Brawlhalla for... it says, according to my Veteran of Asgard, that I've been playing for a little more than 5 years, but truly, I started playing the game about 6 years ago, because back then I didn't play it on my own Steam account. I just played it at a friend's house. And yeah, that's who you could think. It was just this friend of mine, IRL friend, who was telling me about this random game, Brawlhalla. That was before I even understood anything about the game. And we played stuff like, you know, Dodgeball on it, which is a game mode that I don't even remember how long it's been since I played that, but yeah, we even think of it as a fighting game. It was just some fun mini-game type of game that you could play, and that's what we thought it was. And 6 years later, here I am now. So, yeah, that's why I started playing.
The next one is from It's Cheese Boy, and it asks, "Will you ever play Gary's mod with friends and stream it?"
Probably not, because I have no real interest in Gary's mod. I mean, it's fun to mess around with for like 5 minutes, but eventually it's just kind of boring. So,
Okay, the next question is from T360, and it asks, "What is the worst weapon in Brawlhalla, and why is it bow?"
well, the worst weapon balance-wise would be hammer, but I guess you're probably trying to say like what's the worst is in what I hate the most. I'm guessing, because that's why you said why is it bow. Well, it's bow because bow can do literally everything. I have 1v1 Brawlhalla, oh my god, not Brawlhalla. I've 1v1 Impala before, and yeah, he destroyed me with the bow. He barely picked up the spear. He just needed bow, and he wiped me. And yeah, I mean, that's not the only reason, of course. I've been saying bow has been the best weapon for quite a long time. I mean, it's probably been 2 years at this point that I've been calling this the best weapon, and it still is. Because it has so many stacked options, which it shouldn't, because it's a ranged weapon. Why does bow have one of the most stacked options in the game? That makes no sense to me. And just in general, it could just do everything, and has just way too much that it could do. I know that it's quote unquote hard to kill with, but like everything else about it is good. And really, it's not that bad with killing, because I mean, one, you can always just throw it out and pick up your other weapon, or kill with unarmed. And second of all, if you hit like a recovery or like a D-light to N-light or something like that, I mean, that's not too bad with killing either. I mean, I know it takes longer than, you know, some weapons would, but still. The point is, it's the best weapon for like, just be able to do everything. and that's why I hate it, and I will never forgive it for the atrocities it has put me through.
Okay, this one's from Zem, and it says, which legend do you use for climbing the ladder?
Well, it used to be Mirage for the most part, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I go back to it at some point. I've had many different legends that I've tried out at different periods, but the main one has always been Mirage. I always go back to her. The other ones I've tried is Dusk and Ada were the main two that I've tried, and then Wu Shang at the moment, so it's all been Spear Legends. But I always find myself going back to Mirage eventually, so will this happen this time? I'm not sure, but all I know is for now, I'm playing Wu Shang, but for most of my quote-unquote Brawlhalla career, it's been Mirage.
Okay, the last but certainly not least, is TrippedUp also gonna play with some other Brawlhalla content creators? That was also from Zim.
Well, I would love to, but no one's really hit me up for the opportunity, so if you're a Brawlhalla content creator and you would like to, collab or something, then just let me know. I mean, I've technically done one with Lugs Alive, but he's not a content creator, he's just some weirdo that I'm somehow friends with. Alright, well that's the end of the questioning. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to all those who submitted a question. And, if you weren't able to because you weren't part of the Discord server, then I highly recommend you do join the Discord server because I will be doing things with my server, or exclusively with my server, in the future. So if you'd like to be a part of that, then I definitely recommend joining. Everyone that participated will be getting a special role, so you're welcome for that with my extensive mod powers. And, yeah. Is there anything left to say from you, the official manager of the TrippedUp channel, Red Sapphire 28?
Try not to bully me too hard for the mispronunciations.
Don't worry, I'm sure everyone will be absolutely ruthless in the comments.